Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube, and to all my friends here on YouTube. I'm William Brantley from the University Village Apartments on Walker Road from the North Jackson, Tennessee area, ready to share with you yesterday's and today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. We had a summer-like day today here in Jackson, West Tennessee. It got warm again, but it was sort of expected, remember? And probably through at least Tuesday, and then after that we'll have some fairly numerous showers and thunderstorms forming and giving us some a little bit of a cool down from around the low 90s to the mid to upper 80s. That's a little bit of a cool down, but then again, we're still in summertime. It don't end until this coming Friday around 3 p.m. So we got a few more days to enjoy summertime, and then we'll go into the fall season, and hopefully it'll turn out to be okay. Alrighty, let's move on into the climate data part, and I'll start off by sharing with you yesterday's climate summary. Here in North Jackson, the low temperature was 66 degrees. High yesterday was 92 degrees. Yesterday's hottest high in West Tennessee was 92 degrees right here in North Jackson. The coldest low in West Tennessee yesterday was 61 degrees at Bolivar and Union City, Tennessee. I had no rainfall yesterday. None fell in Bemis either. And yesterday's highest wind gust was 11 miles per hour out of the east at 2:59 and 4:33 p.m. Alrighty, on to today's climate summary. As of 6 p.m. here in North Jackson, the skies were clear. The temperature was 85 degrees. It felt like 91 degrees. That's what's the heat index. The dew point was 75 degrees, and the humidity was 72%. The winds were out of the east at 3 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 30.04 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature was 68 degrees. Today's high got up to 93 degrees, and coincidentally, not coincidentally, ironically, no, that's not the right word either. It felt like, why don't I just go ahead and say it felt like, the heat index, it got up to 96 today in the shade at 1 and 4 p.m. So if it felt fairly hot to you, that's the reason. It nearly felt like 100 degrees in the shade. Matter of fact, that it was in the shade, 96, and in the sun it felt like approximately 106 degrees. So yeah, it got kind of warm today, especially if you're out in the sun and no wind's blowing. It don't take very long to really get heated. And we may have one more day of that tomorrow, possibly Tuesday. Then the heat index will go down a little bit. Alrighty. Today's lowest humidity, no rain fell. Well, I take that back. In Bemis, no rain fell that I know of. Here around 11:45 to 12:05, something like that. A few sprinkles fell here at my house at University Village Apartments. So I had a trace. It didn't amount to enough to measure, but I still had some few sprinkles. So I had a trace here in North Jackson. Okay, the lowest humidity today was 52% at 4 p.m. The highest would be 100% at 1 through 5, and then again at 7 a.m. this morning. Today's lowest barometric pressure would be 30.04, and that occurred at 4. No, it didn't. It is the number, 30.04. That occurred at 5 and 6 p.m. I'm almost misreading my notes. And the highest would be 30.12, and that occurred at 9 a.m. through 12 p.m. Today's highest wind gust really wasn't all that high. 8 miles per hour out of the southeast at 2:10 p.m. Today's records for September the 17th, hottest high would be 98 degrees in 1953. Coolest high would be 70 in 1964. Warmest low would be 71 in 1965 and 1998. While the coldest low would be 42, and that happened in the year 2000. And today's rainfall record would be 2.11 inches, and that happened in 1968. Alrighty, I'll move on to a few graphs, and then I'll read you the detailed forecast, and that may sum it all up for tonight, my friends. Let's go to the Memphis radar, courtesy of Channel 3. And I'll turn the camera around so you can see it also. And you'll see that there's really not a whole lot going on around the area, not in the immediate area anyways. You can see from the looks of the radar that some showers did try to form east and southeast of Jackson, near Henderson and between here and Lexington, but they quickly died off. There's a few up north, north of Dyersburg, that attempted to form, but as you see, they formed and dissipated within 30 minutes to an hour of them forming. And the same goes for all of these over here in Middle Tennessee. They had some in the southern portions. They've all about died off by now. And on south of us, there's nothing close to Tennessee, at least. And there were a few over here near Jonesboro and Walnut Ridge that formed and still exist just northeast of Jonesboro. And there's a shower and storm over there, and that's pretty much it. Now you see the edge of a cluster, sort of, or a bigger amount right over there in the northwest Arkansas. You'll see a radar here in a minute that shows where that's where the area where the more concentrated area of showers and thunderstorms are. They will probably be here by about Wednesday, probably. Alrighty, what's next? I'll go ahead and show you the satellite picture. Here's the, thanks to AccuWeather, here's the enhanced versions of satellite. Let me bring it down to where you can see it real good. There's West Tennessee, of course. We're in the clear at the moment. Let me bring it up just a smidgen. Just a little bit, maybe a better word to use. A few clouds south of us, but not too many. Thinner clouds to the east of us and just to the west of us. They're trying to get thicker on up there in the Kentucky, Illinois, and Missouri, and parts of Arkansas area. But they're still scattered. They're still not really intense over there either. Okay. It's a close-up view of West Tennessee, and hopefully you can see it as good as I can. Well, wait a minute. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, that's pretty close up for you. Close enough, anyway. There we go. Perfect shot right there. Alright, now let me take a look at the, see how those clouds are moving in from the northwest? They're not thick, though. And they continue on west of us there. There we go. That's a little bit better right there. Alright, now let's take a look at the southern regional radar. And that's, remember those that thicker rain over northwest Arkansas that you just saw on that other radar? That's why. There's pretty heavy storms over there in Arkansas. And in southern portions of Oklahoma, and a little bit of Texas there. but they're not really going anywhere. They're kind of stationary, or maybe moving east a little bit, and they probably won't make it here. But you got pretty good rain over there, though, in Oklahoma and Texas there, at least on the eastern half anyways. And then some up there in Illinois and Indiana border, more in Indiana though. They got some pretty good storms up there too. But really not, and there's that area over around Jonesboro that's showing up on this map. Some scattered down south of us in Louisiana, Mississippi, a few spots in Alabama. Georgia is dry for the most part, and so is Florida. At the moment, at least, maybe a few little isolated spots down there in along the Florida Panhandle. Some little rain over the east portions of North Carolina near the coast, and that's courtesy of Jose, which I'll show you that map, which I think I've already showed you that map. Well, I can't remember if I did or not, but anyway, I'll show it to you again just in case. But there's the radar up close once more for West Tennessee, and for the most part, we're clear. It's showing some rain up there east of Dyersburg, isn't it? I didn't see that a while ago. Tell you what, let me go back to the Memphis radar and see what it shows. Bend that up a little bit, so they're showing some little echoes north. Let me see. It dissipated. Does it? Yeah. Maybe that's what that was. That right there, just east of Dyersburg, it's dissipated. Now this radar over channel 3 is right now. The other one's like maybe 15-20 minutes old. So ignore that little bit of radar a while ago. This one over here, north of that pin of Jackson, it doesn't exist. It's gone. Alright, that's still a nice little map though. Move on to the surface map, which I can't remember if I showed it to you or not. I'll show it to you again just in case. There's Tennessee, a close-up view of Tennessee. And for the most part, there's nothing near us. Just a few little spotty showers. And some of those down there south of us there. There's a heavier rain over there in Oklahoma, moving into northwestern Arkansas, courtesy of this low pressure and stationary front that swings around to Wyoming. A few scattered showers and storms out there too. And some showers and storms a little ahead of this cold front that's trying to move our way, but in this area, which will be the part that moves through us, it's stationary, so it's going to probably take 2 or 3 days for it to finally make it through here. There's Jose, that low pressure right there, and it's going to. And you see the direction of movement. And I think that's what's expected to be around Thursday of this week, and it may continue and go off just a little bit to the south of Massachusetts and southeast of Massachusetts by this coming weekend. But it'll get close enough to give the whole eastern coastline at least some high coastal waves, a little higher than normal, to be getting some high surfs along the eastern coastline. And that's from Jose. Now there's a couple of others out there that's not on this map, that's out further southeast out in the ocean. One of them is a hurricane and the other is a tropical depression, I think. And there's some worries that may come into account within a couple of weeks, maybe somewhere along the U.S. But without knowing for sure, I'm not going to say anything right now. Well, alrighty, I think that's it, except for reading you the forecast, which I'll do now. I'll turn it around so that I can see it a little bit better, because I can't seem to show it to you and read it to you the way it should be done when I'm letting you actually see it. So it looks like it's going to be mostly clear skies for the remainder of tonight and tomorrow too, generally. Once the sun goes down, we did have a small little 10% chance of an isolated shower, which we sort of saw a little bit of that a while ago. There we go. I hate that yellow color in the picture. This afternoon, but that'd be gone by sunset. We'll have another 10% chance of isolated afternoon showers tomorrow afternoon also. We should have east winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour overnight, and south winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour tomorrow. Again, generally fair once more tomorrow, with, like I said, a 10% chance of more afternoon isolated showers developing, with a low near 66 tomorrow morning, a high tomorrow of about 90. Remember, it hit 93 today, so it'll probably wind up being between 90 to 93 tomorrow. Excuse my itch. The sun will be setting tonight at 6:59 p.m. and rising tomorrow morning at 6:40 a.m. The moon set tonight at 5:38 p.m. and be rising tomorrow morning at 4:54 a.m. and setting tomorrow evening at 6:19 p.m. Alrighty. Let's move on to Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it looks like it's going to be fair skies once more, with till noon anyways. And then it's going to become mostly cloudy on Tuesday with a 60% chance of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms ending by sunset, then becoming mostly fair. With a low near 68 and a high of 88, with southwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms ending by sunset, then becoming fair, with a low near 69 and a high of 86, with south winds at 10 to 20. And on Thursday, it's going to be very cloudy with a 50% chance of more showers and thunderstorms until sunset, then becoming fair, with a low near 67 and a high of 85, with south winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And by next Friday, it looks like it's going to be very cloudy with a 50% chance of some more showers and thunderstorms till Friday night, then becoming mostly clear again, with a low near 67 and a high of 88, with southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And remember, next Friday, the 22nd, autumn begins at 3:02 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And one more day of messed up weather, or variable weather, may be a better word to put it. Fair skies on next Saturday till noon once again, with then very cloudy, with another 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms ending by Saturday night, then becoming mostly clear, with a low near 66 and a high of 87, with southeast winds at 10 to 20, and finally by next Sunday, it's going to be mostly clear all the time. With a low near 65 and a high of 87, with southeast winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. So basically speaking, from Tuesday it looks like, all the way through Saturday, it's going to be generally fair in the mornings, chance for rain and storms in the afternoon, and fair at night. And it's going to be anywhere from very cloudy to mostly cloudy for the majority of the week, from Tuesday through Saturday. And then finally, at least the evenings, every one of the evenings is going to be fair, and half of the mornings are. And then by next week, it's going to be fair, period. That's the way it's looking right now. Alrighty, I think that concludes it for the night, everybody. I hope all of you get a chance to get out and enjoy this nice Sunday evening, warm summertime evening. And all, some of it only going to be around till around 3 o'clock next Friday. So we only got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4.5 days roughly of summertime to enjoy still. But don't worry, it's not going to suddenly get cold and start snowing and all that kind of stuff. No, a little ways before we even get anything like that. Thank goodness. It's still going to feel like summer some, even on the first day of autumn. Oh well. That's kind of normal around here in West Tennessee, though, isn't it? All right, anyway, I hope all of you have a very pleasant evening. Go out and enjoy it the best you can. And hope all of you have a very pleasant evening. I hope you all have sweet dreams tonight. Wake up to a beautiful Monday, September the 18th, 2017. And I hope to get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow evening. And until then, God bless each and every one of you. Good night, everybody.